And a good day, everyone. My name is Jewel, and this is the Weather Channel of J7409. Thanks so much for clicking play and checking out the weather with me today. Look here. You know, this is a winter storm, but it's got more ice in it, folks, than it does snow at the moment. Look at that. A lot of snow, a lot of ice rather, over in central and northwestern, all the way to the northeastern sections of North Carolina happened last night. Also going on in Virginia. This is the HRRR map. This usually shows you pretty much what kind of precipitation is happening, especially when it comes to ice and snow. What we've got to watch, this system over in this area, because this system is going to bring more winter weather down. Poor Texas, look here, they still got something else going on. Let's turn it on and see what it's looking like. Now, as you'll be able to see, this is going to move right on up, ice in New Jersey, before it moves off the coast. Now, they're saying, you know, it's a major winter storm impacting the mid-Atlantic and Northeast with heavy snow and significant ice accumulations today. But, folks, the heavy snow is going to be mostly out in the Atlantic. You will get snow, as you can see, but it's going to be lighter snow as it moves up north for today in these areas. Yes, you're going to get snow, but it should be lighter. Now, down in eastern North Carolina, many flood watches and warnings are going on. I'm under one myself with the rivers. We are being impacted with rain, very heavy rain at times, very heavy rain at times. And this afternoon, we've got a good chance of some severe weather from South Carolina down to the Florida Panhandle. I'm going to show you all about that. But you see, as this next system starts to move in off the coast of the North Pacific here, it's going to bring more snow and maybe some ice, but mostly snow, with some heavy snow in Washington State and Oregon as it pushes through by tomorrow. We all know poor Texas is under the gun. They're having a real hard time getting their electricity back. As of now, 568,615 people in Texas still don't have electricity. But that's a lot better than it has been. It has been up to 3 million. So keep these people in your thoughts and your prayers. Hopefully they'll get some electric back soon. In Louisiana, we have a right good bunch of people that's out, 116,934. And up in Mississippi, 193,105 people are out of electricity. Over in Oregon, 108,591 people. We go to Kentucky, 69,431. West Virginia, 59,897 people without electricity. Up in Ohio, just a little over 12,927 people. And in Virginia, we have 28,353 people without electricity. And don't be surprised if Virginia and parts of North Carolina that I just showed you, especially Virginia, central Virginia and on to the westerly sections, maybe over a little to the east here. Don't be surprised if more people don't lose electricity with this ice that's moving their way. Taking a quick look at the jet stream, because the jet stream has a lot to do with what's happening at 1 a.m. today, February 18th, 2021. You can see it's still dipping down some. That's what it's causing when all these systems are moving up. It sucks up these systems and brings it up. The winds are very high. We'll move it on along here and let it run through. We're up to tomorrow. You can see it is changing. Hopefully things are going to get a little bit better because it is moving up a little more. Might bring this. That's what's happening with the severe weather that is going to be happening, and a good chance of today also. But you can see how the jet stream is changing. up above Texas now. Texas, you should get some relief. Oklahoma, you should get a little relief. You can see anything that comes up is going to be targeted in these areas by the 20th. By the 20th. Anything that comes up from down south. And of course, when this moves up here, it's going to affect right above the jet stream. Watches and warning map. Here we go. Remember I told you, flood watches and warnings from Georgia moving up into North Carolina. You see it going on, folks. A little bit of a winter weather advisories in the blue, all the way from Massachusetts, stretching down through Ohio, portions of Kentucky, very southern tip of Illinois, moving right on down into Arkansas, while we have these winter storm warnings, everything in the pink moving up, even still in the northern sections of Mississippi, moving on up and out. I do think, though, for the most part, folks, where you see this down south, especially for Kentucky, Tennessee, and maybe Mississippi, it's looking like to me, yeah, you may get a little bit more snow, maybe during the morning hours today, maybe early afternoon, but I think that those warnings will be lifted by some point this afternoon, and you should be clearing out, as this is going to keep moving further up to the north. Texas, you're still under the gun, but you don't have but one small section of winter weather storm watch right in here, as you see in the southwestern portion of Texas. This is a hard freeze warning. These are just weather advisories. Same thing going on for parts of New Mexico. This includes Roswell. It's a winter storm watch. An advisory. As you move up, the winter storm warnings for New Mexico are way up north, as you can see, in the mountainous areas. And I want you to look at the very, very cold below zero temperatures, folks. Look, everything's looking clear except one little portion right over here in Montana. That's it. Can you believe it? That's it. Now, as this storm moves across, the winter advisories and storm warnings are already up for parts of Northern California, Oregon, Idaho, and Washington State. So be aware. So far as severe weather goes today, we do have a chance of it with thunderstorms, folks. Some of these isolated thunderstorms, they could turn severe. They're going to be strong, and of course you can see it. They're looking like they're possible from the Florida Panhandle into southern South Carolina. Now, these storms are possible of tornadoes and damaging winds. No hail should be in these, but as you can see, the southern part, very southern tip of South Carolina through Alabama and the Florida Panhandle. 5% chance of tornadoes, 2% in the green. Damaging winds go from down south in North Carolina all the way across down to the Florida Panhandle. Folks, be aware, watch your skies. Tornadoes are possible with these thunder showers. Here we have a look at my future radar. I would like to ask you, if you're into daily weather forecast and weather-related material, to please subscribe, click the bell, and check off all. I'm also collabing with Ann Dale Homestead in the Colony. I'll put a link to her page down below. Click show more, you'll find it. Go over, subscribe to her, show her some love, and tell her Jules sent you. Let's turn this on and get it going. You can see all the ice here. All the ice here around 10 a.m. this morning. Over in southern New Jersey is going to be ice falling. You can see all of this. What's going to happen with all of this today? Well, this weather is this winter storm that's tracking along the southeast coast. Now, it's going to produce heavy snow and significant ice accumulations across the mid-Atlantic. The swath of the heaviest snow, those forecasts to occur from the Appalachians of Virginia and West Virginia to northern Maryland and southern Pennsylvania. Now, you guys could have some significant snow of 6 to 8 inches. Maybe up to a foot in the Appalachians could be possible. All of this, of course, is going to make treacherous travel conditions and delays in these areas. When you move a little further south, significant and disturbing ice accumulations. I'm concentrating on the ice, man. The ice accumulations are anticipated to be 1/4 to 1/2 inch of accumulation. That's expected from northern North Carolina, Piedmont to southern Virginia. Now, some locations could receive even 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch in these very same areas. It's looking like, folks, you're going to get the ice for a while, then you're going to get a break, and then it's going to come back. Now, the result's going to be, don't travel in it, numerous power outages, and extensive tree damage. Now, a footprint of 1/10 to 1/4 inch stretches as far north as the I-95 corridor from the Washington, D.C. to Philadelphia metro areas. Now, snow eventually reaches the Northeast the second half of today and continues into tonight. Now, snow totals may be 3 to 6 inches from the lower Hudson Valley to southern New England. The worst of the snow and ice will be over the mid-Atlantic, but lingering areas of sleet and freezing rain is going to prompt icy travel conditions right on into tomorrow morning. So please be aware of that. The hot spot is Florida. Florida's going to enjoy one more day of summer-like temperatures before a passing cold front ushers in the return of below normal temperatures. The Sunshine State will witness highs in the 80s throughout much of the state today, but generally sit in the 60, around the 60 mark, somewhere in the 60 average for Saturday. So, it's going to start to get cooler and cooler down for you guys, but nothing like what many people are going through. Elsewhere, we got precipitation. The cold front sweeping through the southeast is going to trigger these heavy showers and thunderstorms. Like I've told you, they could become severe. Please be aware of what's going on. It's looking like from the Florida Panhandle and southern Georgia to far southern South Carolina. This is where they're going to happen, so please be aware of this. Now, a Pacific storm system. It's going to make landfall in the Pacific Northwest this afternoon, delivering more coastal valley rain and mountain snow to the region. We got a steady onshore flow. It's going to continue to favor additional upsloping winds along the Cascades, while Pacific moisture advances deeper into the Intermountain West. Now, through Friday night, 1 to 2 feet of snow is forecast to pile up along the Cascade Range, with 6 to 12 inches of snow possible in the Sawtooth, Bitterroots, and Teton Mountain ranges. Those, along with coastal range of Northern California and Western Oregon and Washington, may receive 1 to 2 inches of rain through tomorrow night. And that's a check of your weather. Have a good day, a safe day, a blessed day. Thank you for everything you do for me, dear, my wonderful, awesome YouTube subscribers. I love you all. Much peace, love, and kindness in your life today. Thank you so much for watching.